Hello, and welcome to the first video of my Alaska cruise tour. My name is Casey, a travel advisor with Marvelous Mouse Travels, and I'm excited to share a day-by-day recap of my Princess Cruise Line land tour. I'll take you along to see the sights, try some local bites and drinks, and share the little details that make this journey unforgettable. From scenic landscapes and wildlife to unique dining experiences and hidden gems along the way, you'll get a true taste of what it's like to travel Alaska with Princess Cruise Line. Today's video is all about setting the stage. I'll introduce you to the start of our tour here in Fairbanks and what it's like arriving and some of the first highlights. So grab a cup of coffee, get cozy, and let's kick off this unforgettable journey together. For me, the journey always begins in the flight. Grabbing a window seat can ensure that you have the best possible opportunity to see any types of views. I was lucky enough to get a clear day and be above the cloud line to see Mount Denali. And then over to the left, we're going to pan in a second, and you'll be able to see what I believe is Mount Deborah. Seeing the full mountain from the ground can be a challenge at times due to weather conditions and cloud. I was hopeful I'd see it again, but this ended up being one of the only times I was able to see the top of the peak. Here we are coming into Fairbanks. Earlier in the video, we got to see the beautiful Tanana River. Fairbanks is home to about 31,000 people and is a hub for interior Alaska. It's rich in gold rush history and Arctic adventures. For this tour, we were hosted by Princess Cruise Line. They thought through all the details and were ready and waiting for us as soon as we landed. After disembarking the plane, we made our way through the airport. There was a bunch of cute shops and a really nice little coffee shop that would have been great at that time of night. My flight ended up landing around 9 p.m. It was about a 5.5-hour flight from Minneapolis. I was greeted right away by the Princess Cruise Line representative. It was super easy. As soon as we got to the baggage claim, he was right there waiting for us and pointed us in the right direction. Just a few feet away was the other Princess Cruise Line rep who actually had a packet of information for us to help us get prepared for the first part of our journey. The packet contained our first section's itinerary, luggage tags, and our room keys. The great thing with this is that we didn't even have to stop at the reception desk upon checking in. We could just go straight to our rooms, which was fantastic. Here's our first look at the Princess Riverside Lodge in Fairbanks. Thanks to having my keys in my packet, I made it right to my room and went to bed. I woke up bright and early and grabbed a coffee from the shop and made my way to the Chena River. There was a beautiful walking path around the property, and it really helped me adjust to being in Alaska. I do recommend arriving a day early if you can, because it really helps you adjust to the time difference. I took a nice walk through the on-site gardens and through the woods to get my morning started. After my walk, I made my way back to the lodge. In the lodge, they had an activity schedule, including a shuttle route that took you to downtown Fairbanks. I purchased my pass for $10, which was an all-day pass that let me ride the shuttle back and forth. Our first stop was the Morris Thompson Cultural and Visitor Center in Fairbanks. This is a hub for learning about Alaska's peoples, lands, and traditions. Inside, you'll find interactive exhibits, cultural programs, and visitor resources that showcase the rich heritage of Alaska's natives and the state's diverse communities. It also serves as a welcoming gateway, offering travel information and insights into exploring the interior of Alaska. After exploring the exhibits, we used the restroom and off we went to enjoy the river walk. The Antler Arch marked the entrance to find the trail. We took the trail over to First Street, which I've heard has some great dining options, including the creperie. We ended up coming off the river walk for a bit and took First Street, where we found some beautiful murals on our way. We consulted our handy map that we found at the visitor center and made our way back up to the river walk. We really enjoyed the views along the river walk. It had beautiful spots to stop and sit and enjoy the Chena River. The walk was about 2.2 miles from the Morris Thompson Cultural Center to Pioneer Park. The Chena River is beautiful, and if you have time, think about booking a kayak tour to enjoy this. We made it to Pioneer Park, which is a 44-acre historical theme park that celebrates Alaska's frontier and gold rush past. It was built for the 1967 Alaska Centennial Exposition. It features old log cabins turned into shops and museums, plus restored landmarks like the SS Nenana sternwheeler and President Harding's railroad car. We picked up our shuttle back here at Pioneer Park and made our way back to the hotel to enjoy lunch at Trapper's Bar and Grill. We had an awesome chicken pesto sandwich and fish and chips to refuel after our long walk. Since we arrived a day early, the day really was our own. I ended up going back to the room to take a nap before we met up with our group to really start the heart of the tour. After our tour, we were treated to a private cocktail party. The chef came out to meet us and introduced us to some tasty appetizers that showcased the fresh-caught seafood and yummy cocktails that included fresh, local ingredients. Then on to the main course, where I enjoyed an incredible grilled salmon with blueberry glaze. This was one of my first times having salmon, and I loved it. Dessert was equally amazing. Of course, we had to order the baked Alaska, which was completed with a delicious huckleberry ice cream. To finish off the night, we ended up going out to the riverside patio. Even though it was light out, it was already hitting 10 p.m. We found this spot and it was cozy and comfortable with the heaters. We enjoyed our drinks in peace and then went back to the room to prepare for tomorrow's journey to Denali. Make sure to follow along in the next video as we take on day 2 of our Princess Cruise Line land tour.